Didn't catch you there. I was just thinking about Kirby Star Allies DLC and how amazing it is. Kirby Star Allies released March 2018, received 3 distinct DLC updates throughout the year, starting in March and continuing through November. And they added quite a bit to the game, and I would like to discuss it because that sounds fun. The first wave of DLC we got was awesome. It featured some really amazing characters. The movesets were super awesome. A few music tracks included were also superb. The first wave of DLC also included new level elements in the existing guest star mode, and these added new levels for the new Dream Friends based upon those characters' game of origins. For example, Marks, you get Superstar levels. Gooey, you get Kirby's Dream Land 3 levels. Rick, Kine, and Koo, you get Dreamland 2 levels. I have mixed feelings on these updated levels. I loved seeing the familiar level layouts, but you have to replay through all the old levels over and over again, and you're just biding your time till you get to the actual new stuff, which isn't a great feeling, and it starts to become a bit repetitive. It should be noted that the DLC is free, so I guess that was a bit of a trade-off in terms of content, but even still, I'm a little disappointed in the levels, even if they are still really cool and I really enjoyed them. The new puzzle panels included within this DLC pack was also a great addition, and it added a bit more replay value to the game, which was great to see. Next up, Wave 2. Wave 2 launched in August, and it featured some long dormant characters like Daroach and Adeline. It was unfortunate that the full set of Dream Friends had been data mined by the time of the Wave 2 reveals, and were pretty widely known, which took a lot of the mystery and speculation away from the reveals, which were otherwise fun, but would have been even better if people didn't already know the full character lineup. I think the movesets in Wave 2 were overall a slight improvement over Wave 1. All 3 felt very unique and varied. The new level segments were also an improvement over Wave 1 and featured new assets and more fully realized recreations of older levels. I particularly enjoyed Dark Meta Knight's non-linear Metroid-esque segment. That was a highlight and a great homage to the level design of Amazing Mirror. I also loved that the weird face hammer things showed up in Adeline's levels. That was good. Wave 2 also featured even more music tracks than Wave 1. Which was great and appreciated, and oh my god, music tracks, good stuff there. Next is Wave 3. The reveals for the final wave were awesome. They were released on Twitter, and they sort of teased the release, and that was a good fun to look at and see. There was definitely a bit more going on than just the 3 new Dream Friends. So it was very clear that there was something special going down, and it was great checking Twitter every evening to see what new hints the Kirby page had posted. The reveal trailer that they released was a lot of fun, and it was amazing to see that despite the data mine, Hal was still able to surprise me with the new Another Dimension mode, which looked intriguing. I definitely was planning to wait this long to talk about the Kirby DLC, because there definitely was not another game that was released in December which demanded a lot of my attention and time. Definitely that did not happen. This was definitely the way I planned to do things. I definitely planned everything here. Yeah, you get the picture, my guys. The third and final wave of DLC brought the largest amount of new content to Kirby Star Allies. There are 4 new Dream Friends, one of whom, the 3 Mage Sisters, is basically 3 characters in one, similar to Pokemon Trainer from Smash Bros. I will say that a tiny bit of the novelty wore off with Wave 3, and I didn't find the new Dream Friends quite as exciting as previous waves, since the new characters added all had prominent roles in the series within the last 10 years, whereas Waves 1 and 2 contain some comparatively niche characters. That being said, it is still a blast to be able to play as some of my favorite Kirby characters for the first time. Magolor is a god, as expected. There's also still a bit of an issue with repetitiveness in guest star mode, since you're still replaying the same levels from the base game, with just a handful of new stage elements sprinkled in every once in a while. I still enjoyed playing the new guest star levels, but the enjoyment was decreased slightly compared to previous waves, now that I've replayed the mode about like 10 times now. Fortunately, Wave 3 contains far more than Dream Friends and guest star levels, as there is an entirely new mode titled Heroes in Another Dimension. Heroes in Another Dimension was honestly really needed in Kirby Star Allies, as the base game was certainly fun, but was really lacking in terms of difficulty and collectibles, which is the focus of Heroes in Another Dimension. There are entirely new levels with tons of collectibles and some really challenging and engaging level design. I also really enjoyed the new parallel bosses, all of which are harder than basically any boss in the base game. Even Wispy Woods! That's really unexpected. The tree is killing me. These bosses actually challenged me, and I died to each one multiple times. I think one of the main problems with the bosses in the base game is that their health depletes so quickly that if you're even slightly competent, you'll make quick work of a majority of the bosses and may not even see the entirety of the boss's attacks. This has been amended in Heroes in Another Dimension, where bosses can actually take a decent amount of time to take out and require some real effort. I had a wonderful time with Heroes in Another Dimension, and it took a pretty decent chunk of time to 100%, which was greatly appreciated. Also, the true ending credit song is possibly the greatest thing humanity has ever created. So, check that out. There is also a new difficulty level in the Ultimate Choice, which adds the parallel bosses from Heroes in Another Dimension. This is actually one of the hardest variations of the true arena I've experienced. It's legitimately a challenge. There's also some glorious new pause screen descriptions to discover, with all new Kirby lore, as well as an unbelievably epic final boss theme. Apart from that, there are 5 new puzzle panels, alongside a goddamn epic selection of new remixes. There's also quite a spicy surprise for completing the new Ultimate Choice difficulty, so check that out. In summation, the DLC for Kirby Star Allies has increased the value and enjoyment factor of an already quality title and surpasses expectations I had for what is completely free DLC. Not only does the DLC add new content, it adds content which directly addresses many of the problems Star Allies had at launch, and the game is a much better product and experience than was initially released in March of 2018. I think I'm done.